I wish somebody would have told me about the impact overall health and wellness had on my gaming performance and the lack of sleep and what it could do. Had somebody told me that, I would have reevaluated a little bit. I would have thought to myself, inconsistency might be due to getting less sleep. Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video. What's up, dreamers? Hope you're having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What's the vibe today? I want to talk about motivation. Tips to kind of stay motivated, what can happen, how you can, things that you can do that kind of, negate your motivation or make your motivation dwindle down, which would be called kind of like burnout. We talk about this a lot here on this television show. So I want to talk about motivation. Motivation is a powerful tool to, using things, motivational factors is a powerful tool to keep your health and wellness journey going, to maintain it. Motivation is the feeling, the desire to, move forward through any task, be it your health and wellness journey or your work, the workload, your schooling, whatever it may be. Your desire to push forward in streaming or playing video games competitively. It is a big topic, and there's always times where people are more motivated. This happens to me too. And there are times where people are less motivated. We'll go into story time. I'm going to start telling stories again. When I was younger, I had the drive to make it big in Counter-Strike. I wanted to play professional Counter-Strike. I was playing on competitive teams. I spent tons of hours playing the game. I did not focus on my health and wellness. I think that was a very large aspect of why I only made it as far as I did. And motivation took a toll on it. There are times where I would play, and I'd just, the more I would play, the less I would sleep, the more inconsistent I would be. I would start missing shots. I would start missing plays, as in I was getting outplayed by my opponents. And this was weighing on me. And when it starts to weigh on you, and because I only had a big goal set, I remember I had some small goals, which was like win games, right? Or improve. But those are still kind of big goals as well. The winning games is a small goal, but I was really set on a big goal, which was playing professionally. I didn't really give myself smaller goals, achievable goals, which playing professionally is achievable. It's always achievable. Like if you put your mind to it and your heart to it and you're motivated and driven to achieve whatever the goal is. But you got to set yourself small and attainable goals. I did not do that. So my motivation while playing competitively started to dwindle periodically. Especially when I started becoming inconsistent, the days that I would be inconsistent. There are some days I remember where I would be so inconsistent that I would cut the day short. I'd just be distraught, and I would be upset, and there's nothing I was doing that was going to help my gameplay that day, so I would just call it a day, and I'd kind of just hang out or do whatever else or not play anymore, right? Or I would just not compete that day. I would generally compete even if I was off my game, but I wouldn't really play the game in general. And that's motivation at its finest. That's motivation, lack of motivation doing what it's doing by, not motivating me. And there are tips, and the biggest thing you can do is set yourself small achievable goals. So one goal that I just said that I had was to win games. That's a good goal. But what I didn't do was set goals, like other realistic goals in regard to, like my version of my version of, and this wasn't even a goal, my version of reducing my inconsistency was just to play more. Playing more and sleeping less would be the key to success there. And that wasn't really a goal for me. So that was not really enough to motivate me, especially when the inconsistency kept popping up. What I could have done is, and I wish somebody would have told me about the impact overall health and wellness had on my gaming performance and the lack of sleep and what it could do. Had somebody told me that, I would have reevaluated a little bit. I would have thought to myself, inconsistency might be due to getting less sleep. So instead of just playing 40 to 50 hours a week, I could reduce that back down to 40 or 30 or 40 hours a week of playing, if that's what I wanted to do, and put some more time into sleeping. That would be a goal. Improving my sleep, even by just a little bit, a small goal, like adding an extra hour a night into my sleep as a small goal to help improve my inconsistency in game, which would in turn help with my motivation and help with my overall gaming performance. So setting these small achievable goals that help with not only like your overall health, but your gaming, that would help to improve your gaming performance. There's a lot of different goals you can choose. I just gave an example of this one. Would really in turn help your overall motivation, your mental well-being, because mental health, your mental state, your emotional state, and your motivation kind of go hand in hand. So picking small goals will help to kind of achieve your goals and help with motivation. I just lost my train of thought. Why do I do that? I do that a lot. I need more sleep probably, right? So another tip you can do is kind of write things down. So like if you have goals, see, that's another thing too, is like I set goals and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I set it in my head, but I don't write it down. Putting it in your, having it in your brain is one thing, is a powerful place to store information, obviously, but writing down goals is a better way to achieve them. So if I started writing down like, I talk about this, I do a gratitude journal. I do a daily journal that I write what I'm grateful for, as well as things I would like to accomplish that day. If I had that when I was younger and I wrote down, or even now, anytime, and I wrote down that today I'm gonna get an extra hour of sleep. I'm gonna go to bed an hour earlier than I would normally go to bed, and I'm gonna get an extra hour of sleep. And if I've rationalized it by saying this hour of sleep is going to help improve my inconsistency, and I just wrote that down every day, whether I got the hour, it's another step forward. It's another step forward into that journey. So writing it down, your mind knows that that's a step you want to take, that's a goal to achieve, and you're more than likely to achieve that goal. It will help with motivation. I'm motivated to do that because now I wrote down this goal, very easily achievable, and a reason and a benefit of the goal. That's what I wrote down. So writing stuff down, I think, is also very, very powerful. If you're just mindful of your mindset, your overall kind of like well-being, and if you're mindful of where you can set small goals to help push motivation, that will help to really kind of motivate you through the whole big picture, the wellness journey, improving your gaming performance, improving your overall health, improving your work ethic, improving your schoolwork, whatever it may be. And I think motivation is something that's not really talked about, and I think it's very important to make sure that you are kind of motivated to be able to push forward in your wellness journey, or whatever journey it is you are embarking on, be it wellness, gaming, schoolwork, and yeah. So I hope everybody had a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed what you heard in this video. If you like what you heard, hit that subscribe button. really help out the channel. Hit that like button. I'd greatly appreciate that as well. Let me know in the comments if you have any motivation tips as well that you utilize. I would love to hear them and possibly use them in my journey. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Later, dreamers.